Today we're gonna do a review of the Black Ember Forge SB. And we're gonna talk about the pros and the cons and pack it out. And if you're like, but what's their deal? Just chilling there all weird. Well, these guys are going to be my alternative recommendations that I'll bring up at the end of the video in case you're just not quite 100% sold on this. These guys are similar but different, but we'll get there, one step at a time. Let's talk about the gist of the Black Ember Forge SB. A darling of the carry community, Black Ember comes from San Francisco, and they're known for making super sleek, modern, and urban everyday and travel gear. And this is their first attempt at a pure, brief messenger. And it's inspired by their Forge backpack, which is a 3-in-1. It could be a brief messenger and a backpack. But this one is just like, screw the backpack. Let's cut some of the crap and fully commit to brief mode. Some of the bag's top features being, its gorgeous Recore 420D nylon exterior. We got a front compartment with some decent organization and capacity, a clamshell opening, main compartment, a pretty beefy and well-protected laptop compartment, and it's included with a very well-padded messenger-style shoulder strap. The Black Ember Forge SB only comes in black. It's got a pretty impressive 20 liters capacity, which is really nice for a bag this size, but we'll put it to the test and see what it can actually fit throughout the entire review. Let's talk you some dimension. It's about 13 inches tall, 18 inches wide, and when fully packed out, you get a depth of around 4 inches. Black Ember claims this bag weighs 2.75 pounds, and ours is saying 2.6 pounds, and that's without the shoulder strap, so pretty spot on. This is the bag when it's empty, and this is the bag when it's fully packed out and worn on me. For reference, I'm 5'8". All Black Ember bags, not all their products, but their bags are covered by the lifetime warranty against manufacturing defects. And for all that, the Forge SB runs around $230 US. And if at any point in this review you're thinking to yourself, God, I love that thing, I'm totally buying one, and you're gonna make a purchase, we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description below. Reason being, that link makes sure that you get the best price, and we oftentimes have discount codes. But that link also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel and team, so we can keep making the best bag reviews on the web. Thank you very much. All right, let's talk about the outside of the Black Ember Forge SB. I always like to start these sections by talking about the aesthetic, the look, the vibe. Because when it comes to aesthetic and look and vibe, very few brands, in my opinion, do it as well as Black Ember. And this Forge SB just looks beautiful. Clean, modern, and very premium, and that premiumness is really helped by this material right here, which is Cordura Recore RN66. Cordura makes the best fabrics in the world, probably. And the part of Recore means it's recycled. This is one of my favorite fabrics in the world. It's so beautiful. It's got a nice drapiness to it. I love the weave, and it's very easy to clean, while still having some nice weather resistance. And talking about clean, Black Ember products always look so fresh and so clean, because there's no branding, excluding on this Forge SB, these two little antler horns right there. But it should be noted, you do get the name Black Ember on the zipper pullers. Now, Black Ember also sells these accessories, which are basically lash points for external carry. These can be connected to the bottom of the bag on either side. But let me tell you, they're a little bit of a bitch to get in. The back side is not as difficult. Still, it makes you work for it. But the front side, in my experience, really makes you work for it. Really makes you work for it. There might be a technique that I don't know how to use. And when they're on, they look pretty fresh, pretty clean. And it should be noted, they gave us the orange ones, but they also sell these in black. And just in the way that you have these laser cut attachment points at the bottom, you actually have these at the top as well. On the side of the bag, we have these loops, one on the left and one on the right. Good for external carry again. You can clip things like a carabiner. And there's a handle on either side, which you're not really gonna carry the brief like that, probably ever, but it's great for airport travel. Pop it in the overhead bin, point of leverage, grab it back out. And then we have these D-rings on either side, which is where you connect the shoulder strap. Let's talk about the shoulder strap real fast. Beautiful metal hardware, a very luxurious nylon webbing. Here, this is not like your typical seat belt. Black Ember went a little above and beyond here. And it's a small thing, but it kind of goes a long way, especially at a $230 price point. We'll talk about the adjuster when we analyze the comfort at the end of this video. And then for padding, it's pretty nice. It's got a little stiffness to it that I assume will break in over time. And you can see the material has a decent amount of ventilation. I like the length because it just gives you a little bit more real estate to work with, which means you don't have to keep it angled at a very specific location to be comfortable. Just clip it into place, just hardware, snap onto the D-ring, like so. And then for the hand handles, I love these. Reason being is they're very soft. They're just soft, that's what I like. And cushioned, I like that they're soft, I like that they're cushioned. This thing's 20 liters, so it's gonna be decked out with a bunch of heavy ass tech gear. So a little bit of cushioning goes a long way, just have a more comfortable handheld experience. And also, you can see you got a decent amount of space in between the bottom of the handles and the top of the bag, so it's easy to grab. Kind of do one of these, here. I'm late for my flight. Home Alone shit. Then if you want to keep the hand straps nice and tighty, got a buckle, clip that into place, you ain't going nowhere. One thing to know about the handles too is they are in fact removable. So you can actually clip them out of the front and the back here. I think it's kind of unnecessary, maybe creates more potential problems with the bag. Let me know what you think though. Then on the back side, we've got a magnetic sleeve, nice satisfying closure. Oh, you feel that? I felt it. And then right here on the back, we have a luggage pass-through holder, which let's test out. This is the Nomatic Carry-On Pro. You can see this should be a perfect little fit. Most trolley handles are universally sized, so it should fit over most suitcases, minus those wide handle ones. But yeah, you can see how this would be a pretty awesome travel companion, especially with a suitcase. And that should be about it. Let's talk about the inside of the black Ember Forge SB. A quick overview of the pockets. Got this big old guy right here with 1, 2, 3 elastic mesh pockets inside. Oh, and some hidden pockets in the top. You can see right here, there's another elastic mesh pocket with a Velcro securing mechanism, and 1, 2, 3 pen pockets. And Black Ember's nifty magnetic key leash. And then in the main compartment, we have the tech compartment here. And then on the opposite side, we have 2 zippered mesh pockets, which also have sleeves at the top and a larger sleeve pocket at the very top. But I think the best way to do this is to pack it out so I can show you exactly how everything fits. Let's say we're going on a business trip to Chicago, and this is all of our business stuff. Starting with the front pocket, we're gonna go ahead and add the keys. Love this key leash because A, it gives you quick access, easy to grab, and B, it's removable via magnet, which then just makes it easier to lock and to unlock your door. Now up here, this mesh pocket is, I think, ideal for a phone. Hot takes on whether or not you should put your phone in your backpack in this nomadization community. But you can see the phone fits nicely, Velcroed into place, and then a couple of pens in the pen sleeves right there. Let me know though, like phone in a backpack in here. Would you ever put it there? Or is it always staying in your pocket? Let me know your thoughts on phones and backpacks in the comments below. And then one thing to note with the keys, oh, look at this guy. It kind of looks like a face. You got the 2 eyes and the mouth. I went to New York once in the 70s and I did not feel safe. Let me know in the comments if you know what movie that's from. We have the keys that kind of lower into this mesh pocket right there. And the 2 others, for me, I'm gonna put things that I want quicker access to in these mesh pockets and this whole front compartment in general. Hence the keys, the phone, the pens. So we're also gonna do a battery with a charging cable. Yummy. A B7 size notebook, same size as the passport in the other mesh pocket. And you can see we got some decent organization. But what I love about this compartment is it's not super tight. So if you wanna put some bulkier things in there, like this is the Aer travel kit, throw that in, and a hoodie. Let's see if we can get away with this. I think we're going to. Oh my sweet Lord Almighty. That's fantastic. It just gives you versatility, right? You're probably just gonna put smaller things in there due to the smaller pocket configurations. But when you got that extra sweater or that extra just thing that you don't wanna carry in your hand or on your waist or that you don't have any room in the main compartment for, you can pop it in there. Very nice to have. For the back sleeve, I think it's a good spot for any documents you might have. Might be able to fit like a binder in there. But for me, it seems the ideal location for some light reading. Got it. 3rd time's a charm. But now we're gonna get into this main compartment, which I think is legit. Because that clamshell opening is kind of a rarity in messengers or briefs or shoulder bags. But looking at it now, although it's 20 liters, I'm thinking that a lot of that capacity is actually in the front as well. Let's kind of pack it out to get a better idea of what this main compartment can actually fit. Black Ember claims that the laptop compartment is big enough for a 16-inch and the tablet compartment is big enough for a 13-inch. Well, I happen to have a printout of a 16-inch 3D mold, no big deal, and a fake 13-inch tablet here. Let's put it to the test. Before we do, I will say another thing with messengers that usually sucks is their laptop compartment, but this thing is beefy, very well padded. It has this weird like fold over. You can see it's magnetically connected. Oh yeah. But then you can kind of like fold it over, so it kind of creates like this like 360-degree cocoon, which you can access then by pulling on this apparatus. So testing that 16-inch MacBook Pro printout, no big deal. You can see it's a very nice fit. And then you kind of wrap over the magnetic enclosure. That is cool, that is innovative. I think it might be a little annoying sometimes. Every now and then it might just be like, you gotta like kind of deal with this excess fabric. But I think the pros greatly outweigh the cons. I mean, you can just see like opening this, grabbing the laptop, super easy, but it's the padding and the protection that I don't really feel on a lot of messengers. And God, that just feels good. And just as a side note, Black Ember is so freaking good about just doing these little things that just feel nice. Which reminds me, I forgot to show you the zippers. We'll talk about those in a second. Don't let me forget, Margaret. And then you can see when the laptop's in there, it's very well protected, very well padded. We got the slightest little false bottom as to where it sort of stops there, just to give you a little bit extra security in case you drop your bag. Overall, a very impressive tech compartment. But I'm a little less impressed with the tablet sleeve because that, I believe, is on this side, and you can see my fake 13-inch tablet. It does fit in there, but it's just not as protected. Gets the job done, but like, I don't know, I just wouldn't feel as secure with my tablet and maybe I'm just being like spoiled by the laptop compartment. This is so good that I just like, I want this everywhere. But as you can see, the 13-inch tablet does fit. Now, one thing I want to test out is I took out the hoodie and the tech kit that I had in the front. We're gonna put them here, because this capacity for this main compartment, I'm still not sure about. We got some bulky stuff here. We're gonna do a power bank for my laptop, Kindle reader, hard drive here. This is gonna get a little weird, I think. Magic mouse, AirPods. Let's just see what happens with that first. So as you can see, the capacity, it's working. Yeah, it's definitely working. Yeah, nice. So it does have some expansion to it, but notice when it's fully packed out, the front compartment doesn't have quite the same capacity it previously did. Let's see if I can put my over-the-head headphones in there now. Yeah, definitely works. We weren't able to get all the stuff in there. I think it's advertised as a 20, but it packs out more like a 17 to 18, I feel like. So something to definitely keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is I both love and hate Black Ember zipper pullers. Forgot to talk about this. They annoy me because they're just like these little dingleberries that are just like always like flopping all over the place. It's like, move, get out, stop. But they do one of the coolest things ever, as to where you can actually weave the zipper through this little circle there, pop it into place, and then we have a locked-ish compartment. And I was talking about like Black Ember just has these little satisfying touches. There's something just so satisfying about that. Just it gets me every time. Comfort test. Handles, love them. So soft, so smooth, plenty of space to grab. And this thing is pretty decked out, so I'm curious what the shoulder strap mode's gonna feel like. I'm a smaller dude and I like my bags tight. So single shoulder mode, nice padding. Crossbody, feels good. A little stiff, a little more dense than I usually like, but I do think it will break in with time. And then to loosen it, you just pull this metal hardware right here. Overall, the shoulder strap feels a little bit complicated. This hardware, just kind of like finding the right position and adjustment. You can loosen this part, which then allows you to kind of shift the shoulder strap around. Long story short is it's a little bit of a to figure out how to do. But once you find your perfect positioning, you can be locked and loaded, set and forget, bada bing, bada boom. And on a side note, if you're thinking to yourself, wow, this dude is geeking out about like these zipper pullers and the fabrics and the laptop compartment, and I love it. This dude likes bags, I think that I like bags. Which is not you and me, amigo. We got something in this world called the carry community. There's a lot of us, there are dozens of us. No, literally, there's like tens of thousands of us who are obsessed with this revolution that's happening in the bag world, where brands like Black Ember and Aer and Bellroy and Peak Design are just making these world-class, incredible bags. And if that's what you're into, you might be stoked to find out that we don't just have a review channel on YouTube for Nomads Nation, but we also have the Nomads Nation newsletter. And in that, I'd give you a deep dive into the world of bags and keep you up to date with all the latest releases. I'm talking the limited edition collabs, new drops from the biggest brands to the smallest brands, and everything in between. So if you want to stay up to date with what's happening in the carry community, be sure to look for this globe icon in the description below so you can sign up to the email list. Back to this guy. Let's talk about the overall pros and the cons of the Black Ember Forge SB. Pro number one, insane materials. The whole thing. I love Black Ember's material game. Pro number two is that both the hand handles and the shoulder strap are pretty comfortable to wear. And pro number three is a clamshell messenger. It's pretty unique and it's pretty awesome. Actually, no, I'm at another pro. I think this laptop compartment, it's so cool. It's like a built-in laptop shell. Okay, now we'll do the cons. Con number one is I do think the main compartment is a little limiting on capacity. Con number two is that I think that the tablet sleeve is just nowhere near as epic in protection as the laptop sleeve. And con number three is adjusting the shoulder strap just feels overly complex. But I'm not gonna lie, like overall, I'm really impressed with this bag. And if you're thinking to yourself, dude, me too, and I'm totally gonna get one. Just a reminder, if you're gonna make a purchase, we do ask that you do so with the first link in the description below. Thank you very much. But also, if you're here, you might not be quite sold. You wanna see what else is on the market. So let me give you a couple different alternatives. Alternative number one is the Nomatic Messenger, which I don't have with me right now. This is a great option for you if you like the modernness and feature heaviness of Black Ember, but you just wanna see it done in a different way. Nomatic Messenger also opens clamshell style, got a bunch of cool features, and we did a full review on it, which you can find linked in the description below. Alternative number two is this guy right here, the Alpaka Tech Brief Pro. It's a great option for you if you're looking for a brief slash messenger that can also go into a slash backpack. And it's one of the best bags that's ever done it, from my experience. It's definitely smaller, but it's got a lot going on. And to find out why I'm so smitten about this bag, take a look at the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. And my final recommendation is the Aer Commuter Brief 2. Great option for you if you like that modern, sleek Black Ember look, but you don't need quite all those features. You want something a bit more traditional, and you want something that comes in at a bit lower of a price point. This one runs around 150 USD. It is a beautiful brief slash messenger, and to learn more about it, just watch this video right here. If you got any questions about any other briefs or messengers or bags in general, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.